Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. You got your boys here, Lanny and Bert, the Dividend Diplomats. In today's video, I have a position that is backed by Buffett.
Oh,
Buffett
dude.
loves this stock. Buffett's building their position in this stock. But the question is, Lanny, what should I do with this stock? Do I hold? Do I add to it? Or do I sell this company right now?
Smash that subscribe button. Give us a nice thumbs up, guys. Bert's got another stock dilemma on his hands. It's been the last 2 years, dilemma after dilemma of exiting stock positions that we no longer want and or want to add to. And this could be one that Bert doesn't want to add to anymore. But it is a Buffett stock, so I understand the tug of war you might have.
Yeah. So what's the company? We're just going to jump right in. It's Occidental Petroleum, ticker symbol OXY. Berkshire Hathaway has been famously building a position in Oxy over the years. They claim they're not going to buy them. They claim they're not going to buy it out, but their actions speak differently. Their actions every quarter, every few months, another 2%, another 3%. And they have a pretty substantial share position in this company. So what's Buffett doing and what's Bert going to be doing? Those are the big questions that we need to look through.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and Occidental Petroleum, I owned them at one point. I think I still do own the warrants as well. Again, ticker symbol is OXY. They've had a great run up in 5 years, but they haven't had the best, 12 to 18 months. They're down about 34% since May
Yeah.
of last year. But again, they're up 219% in 5 years, crushing all of any indices right now, essentially.
Yeah.
But Bert, Oxy seems like they've got a lot going on right now, a lot of projects that are happening right now, a lot of potential growth moves that are happening under their belt.
Yeah, they have a lot in the pipeline here, Lanny. They've been all over the news. So as I was doing research with Seeking Alpha, they're getting their hands in a lot of different cookie jars for new projects. They have a massive joint project with Abu Dhabi National Oil Company, with Exxon, EOG. Everybody's partnering here. This came out of Trump's visit to the Middle East. They're looking to expand oil and natural gas with a deal that could be worth up to $60 billion out there in the Middle East. So that's obviously a massive potential revenue generator. They're also talking Occidental with United UAE about a direct air capture program in Texas. They also are talking about a collaboration agreement with a different oil company to increase production out in the Middle East too. So they're just pumping out oil. They're growing their production. They're capturing wind here in the United States. All kinds of chaos going on the news front with Occidental Petroleum.
Oh my gosh, yes, yes, yes. And then on top of that, there is a little bit of risk there with the Permian Basin production peaking sooner than expected. They're thinking that you know, it might be peaking sooner than later, guys. On top of that, their debt was shrinking down, but now has kind of grown again. It peaked at about 36 billion in December of 2020,
Yeah.
but it dropped down to about 18 billion in December of 2023. But the debt has risen again, up to about 24 billion.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing because you see that in the earnings release. They beat on earnings. They beat expectations by 11 cents, earnings per share. Then revenue year over year jumped up 14%, but it missed the analyst expectations. So, and they also keep touting, we're repaying debt. We're repaying debt. You're absolutely right, Lanny. They're better off than they were in 2020, but they're still worse off after those repayments from where they were at the end of 2023. So that's the interesting thing.
So, and what's your current position in Occidental? So everybody's aware how much Oxy you own.
Yeah. So the largest shareholders are Buffett, Bert. Kidding. I only have $1,000 with, actually, I don't even have 1,000. I have $900. I own 22 shares with them. I have a 6% gain with them, and they produce $21 of annual dividend income. But I also have those warrants where I could get 6 more shares if I wanted to. If I buy them, start the short-term capital gain once I hold them for 12 months, or I could just sell the warrants outright on the market without ever exercising them too. So if you put the warrants valued right now are probably around $200 total. So that's overall holistic about $1,100 for Occidental Petroleum.
There it is, guys. $1,100, almost a break even right now for Bert. But let's run them through the DD stock screener to see if this might help make Bert his decision here, guys. And let us know at the end what you think Bert should do with OXY. So, Bert, these prices are as of May 23rd, right?
That's absolutely right. Their price is 41.29, earnings per share 254. That's a PE ratio of 16. Lanny, what's that payout ratio?
Well, again, decent PE ratio, but higher than, what you want to see in this industry, guys. But yeah, for the payout ratio, paying 96 cents, per year spread over the course of the quarters, 38% dividend payout ratio. So, again, a fairly safe dividend now and, plenty of room to grow it, which is what they've been doing recently, right?
Yeah, they have, even though they took a machete to their dividend in 2020, they cut it, they brought it back, they've grown it for 3+ years, but it's still a far cry from where it was, which is reflective in their overall dividend yield, which is only 2.3%, which is much lower than their historical average prior to the dividend cut.
Yeah, obviously they cut the dividend and now they're trying to get it back to where it was. And it's not quite there yet, right, Bert?
Yeah. But
And
yeah,
good.
that's what's no, I was gonna say that's what's so interesting about this stock. It's got a lot of positive, a lot of negative, and everything kind of seems to be giving you mixed signals on how well this company's going to go for the long term.
Yeah, 41 billion. Again, guys, it's a 16 PE, 38% payout ratio, growing dividends recently. Um, Down this year, down since last year, but way up over 218% in 5 years. Bert owns $1,200 of this with the warrants, almost flat.
Yeah.
What are we thinking here, Chico?
Yeah. So the options, we always been trying to cut positions. I've realized I've kind of boiled this one down to three different options. Number one, wait for Buffett to buy out this company entirely and get a large appreciation boom. Number two is sell it right now. Or number three is wait for the price to rebound a little bit and then sell. Those are kind of my three big options because I'm not really interested in adding and making this a full position in my portfolio.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we'll have to see what the next, if you want to wait another quarter, you could look at what the next earnings do. You can see what the analysts are expecting, what management says in there, what they think the next quarter might do.
Yeah.
Run the analysis to see if it's undervalued now comparative to that, or if you think it's
Yeah.
slightly overvalued. And feel free to look at the consensus ratings as well across some of the platforms, see what they're all thinking.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad company. I don't mind holding on to it right now. It's not like a piece of junk like I felt like with a Warner Brothers Discovery where there's no possible path to success. There is a path to success with Occidental Petroleum. It's just not that large of a position in my portfolio. So I do have time to be patient with this one. I'm not rushing out the door.
I dig it. I dig it. Well,
Yeah.
guys, let us know what you would do if you were Bert. Would you buy more Oxy? Just kidding. Would you sell it outright? Would you wait until next quarter to sell it, or would you hold? Let us know in those comments, guys.
If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. And remember, you're either with us or you're against us, Jack.
That was Bert the Hurt and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats. Over and out.